The Crooked House. The Marshall family moved to Black Hollow in the dead of winter, hoping for a fresh start. The town was small and sleepy, nestled in a forest that never quite seemed to thaw, even in spring. The house they bought, an old Victorian fixer-upper, stood on the edge of town, crooked and leaning as if trying to escape something. It was too cheap to be real. $50,000 for 5 bedrooms and a barn. William, the father, joked it must be haunted. No one laughed. From the first night, strange things happened. The youngest, Ellie, began talking to someone named Mr. Knox. She said he lived in the walls and only came out when everyone was asleep. They chalked it up to imagination. Then came the noises. Tapping in the walls, footsteps in the attic, whispering behind closed doors. William tried to investigate, crawling into the crawl space where the sound seemed loudest. He came out pale and shaking, saying nothing, but refusing to go back. That night, the family dog was found in the kitchen, eyes wide open, unalived, its legs twisted backwards. Grace, the mother, found old journals buried in the attic. They belonged to a woman named Clara Reed, who had lived in the house in 1894. The entries started normal, then devolved into frantic scrawlings. "The house watches. The walls breathe. He comes through the cracks," she ended with a final entry. "It wasn't the cold that killed my children. It was the thing pretending to be their father." That night, William stood at the foot of Ellie's bed, not moving, not blinking, just watching. Grace found him there at 3:33 a.m. When she asked what he was doing, he smiled and said, "Learning." The next morning, William didn't remember leaving his bed. One by one, the family began to change. Ellie stopped speaking. Jack, their teenage son, started writing the same phrase over and over in his notebooks. "He's in the walls." Grace began waking with scratches she couldn't explain. Desperate, she called a priest. When he stepped into the home, he vomited and fled without a word. On the 66th night, Grace awoke to find all the doors and windows sealed. In the hallway, William stood with Ellie in his arms, except it wasn't William anymore. His limbs were too long, his neck bent wrong, his eyes were gone. He smiled and said,
"The house is full now."
The Marshalls were never seen again. Weeks later, a realtor listed the house again, reduced price.